If you think the Argentina-Egypt game was rigged, then you are an S-tier moron, and I'm going to explain exactly why. First of all, the term rigged is just completely wrong. Like, if you're using the term rigged, you are a spastic. Like, that implies that the outcome was decided before the game even started, which implies that Egypt were in on it. And if they were in on it, why would they have saved the penalty? Why were they 2-0 up in the 78th minute? Egypt bottled the game. It is as simple as that. What, people think FIFA were ringing up the manager the 75th minute saying, yo, concede 3 goals in these last 15 minutes. Yeah, sound, say less. That's just not what happened, is it? If you genuinely believe that happened, you are an idiot. Honestly, it baffles me. How can you sit there and say that a team was rigged to win when said team was 2-0 down for 90% of the game? It doesn't make sense. Now, people think they are corrupt. Now, corrupt is the best word, the correct word to use instead of rigged, by the way. I still don't think they are corrupt. I think dodgy decisions happen. If you have watched any football match in anywhere in the world in the last year or so, you'll know that the standard of refereeing is fucking diabolical. But you see, when it's Argentina, yeah, when Argentina play, ever since the 22 World Cup, when Argentina play, people watch that game looking for things to call out. How sad. Because the reality is, shit decisions happen in every single game. But people don't care because it's not Argentina. The France-Paraguay game was 10 times worse than the Argentina-Egypt game. No one's calling corruption for Paraguay, are they? But because Argentina are good enough and have the quality to go and pull off a comeback like that and suddenly win the game, now everyone's in outrage. Oh, it's corruption, it's rigged. No, Egypt just bottled it. They shat theirself. Argentina stepped it up and showed their quality and went on to win the game. The first decision was the disallowed goal. Brilliant run from the Egyptian player. Would have been an amazing goal, and it was harsh to rule it out. But it's the correct thing. And any of you who think it shouldn't have been ruled out, watch this. The exact same thing happen to your team, your club team, and you will be screaming for the goal to be ruled out. I'm telling you, the double standards are crazy. Oh, but Argentina get a lot of decisions their way. There's only 2 teams on the pitch. It has to go one way or the other. Like, they're bound to get some fucking favourable decisions. There's only 2 teams involved. And the one at the end before their 3rd goal, the one on Salah in the box. Mate, if you cannot see that he got the ball, you don't deserve to be watching football anymore. Like, I'm sorry. It is quite literally that simple. People just hate Messi and Argentina. That is quite literally the way it is. People are calling out these bad decisions. The reality is, bad decisions happen in every single game of football, and that is a fact. People only care because it's Argentina. Nobody cared when it was Paraguay, literally punching people in the face and not getting a single yellow card for 90 minutes. No one cares about that. Argentina won because their quality showed at the end of the game, and Egypt shat themselves. End of. Have a nice day.
Did Argentina really rob Egypt yesterday at the World Cup? Everyone's still talking about it, so let's settle it once and for all. It's beating around the bush and then there's taken a chainsaw to it. Zico literally came out and said that the referee was not fair and that he was corrupt. As we've seen throughout the tournament, there are a lot of little decisions that do tend to go Argentina's way, and that's just a fact. With the way that they are on the pitch, the way they get in your faces, they do seem to get away with more than most. Out of the big decisions, we have to talk about Zico's first goal. That was ridiculous, in my opinion, because the referee made an on-field decision, and the only way you go to VAR is if he made a clear and obvious error. There's absolutely no way that that was a clear and obvious foul on Lisandro Martinez. And Lisandro's my boy, I love the guy. But if you watch him in that particular moment, he's going down a cul-de-sac. He realizes he hasn't really got many places to go. He's turned into trouble and he's looking to go down, and he's bought the referee and he's bought the free kick. And I'm not even joking when I say that the goal that they scored from that was one of the best that I've ever seen at the World Cup in context. So to have that chalked off for that reason is ridiculous. Having admitted that, a little bit of critical thinking, please. People are now saying, oh, they basically got rid of an Egyptian goal, which would have made it 3-0 to Egypt. No, that goal happened before their legitimate second one, which means that there's a whole new timeline of events that would have happened had the first goal gone in. They scored the first goal, they probably wouldn't have scored the third, still probably would have been 2-0 up. That is not a foul. Don't be silly. He clearly got the ball. Salah tangled his legs up with him, trying to get something in the last minute. Absolutely not. This one's a little different. It's a bit blurry, but bear with me, because there was a winger up with the Egyptian attack as they went through on goal towards the end. And this directly led to Argentina's winner. Now, that is a pull from Alexis McAllister on the attacker as he goes into the box. Now, he starts it outside of the box, which makes you think, oh, it might be a free kick. You can't bring VAR back for that because it's not denial of a clear goal scoring opportunity. It's not a red card, whatever. He has deliberately brought him back when the ball is nowhere near there. And I saw a video today and it made a really good point. That makes it more of a foul. The fact that he was nowhere near the play means that that should have been looked at, and it wasn't even... It wasn't even referred to. And I know I made a video on this yesterday about how France and Morocco is going to be, you know, fully Argentine in terms of referees, but yesterday's were mainly French. So I'm not saying that there's any corruption on that particular side. What I will say though is that there is a different yardstick when it is Argentina in particular, or when it is a big nation versus a small one. Only thing I will say about Egypt is that when they conceded the first Argentina goal, which was completely legitimate and it was their fault, they slept on it, they crumbled. So there's an element of both. Egypt absolutely crumbled, but the officials did not help. And to call it corrupt, I can see why people are saying that, but Salah shouldn't have got that penalty. And yeah, if they scored their second goal, they might not have scored the third. That final one, when they're through on goal and McAllister pulls him back, I see it.
Hello everyone, today we are talking about the Argentina versus Egypt match. After the game, many football fans started asking one question: was Argentina really helped by the referee? Many people are saying yes, other people are saying no. So today I want to give my opinion. I will stay far and neutral. First, I want to say one thing: football is a very emotional game. When a team loses, fans become angry. When a team wins, after a close team, and people start asking questions. That is normal. In this match, the biggest talk was about the referee and VAR. Many fans believed Egypt scored a good goal, but after a VAR check, the goal was cancelled. This made many people very upset. Some fans said it is not a foul. Some fans said the referee made the wrong decision. Others believe VAR followed the rules. So there are different opinions. Another talking point was that some people feel Argentina get many small decisions during big match. Some fans believe Argentina get more free kick. Some fans think their players can pay a header without getting many yellow cards. But other fans say this is simply because Argentina is strong and smart team. They know how to play under pressure. So again, people have different view. There was also their movement later in the game. Some fans believe an Egypt player was pushed because Argentina scored. They think the referees should be spotted the play. Others say it is not enough for the full. Because of this debate become even bigger. Now let me share my opinion. I think the referees made some decisions that many people will question. Some call Cook very closely. Some movement could have gone either way. But football is full of different decisions. Referees make mistakes. VAR also does not make everyone happy. That is why fans continue to agree after almost every big match. I also think it is important not to say there was cheating unless there is clear proof. It is okay to question a decision. It is okay to disagree with the referee, but saying the whole match was fixed needs strong eviction. Right now, many people are sharing their opinion. That is part of football. Another things we should remember it is, even if one decision was wrong, a football match has the many movement. Team also need a defense well They need to finish their chances. They need to stay focused to 90 minutes. No referee decision is not always the only reason of this final result. Egypt also had chance. Argentina also create chance. Both teams work hard. That should not be forgotten. In my opinion, FIFA should always explain big VAR decisions more clearly. When fans understand why a decision was made, there is less confused, more clear communication will help everyone. At the end of the day, football should be about skill, fair play, and respect. Fans will always support their team, but we should also respect different opinions. If someone think the referee was gone wrong, we can say that. If someone thinks the referee has correct, that is also okay. The important thing is decisions discuss football is respect. So that is my opinion. I think this match will be remembered for that the VR decision more than the football itself. Hopeful future matches will have fair mistakes and fair argument. Thank you for so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.
If you still support Argentina after everything you saw, then you are probably a sorry, not sorry. We just saw robbery in daylight, and if you still want to act oblivious, then I don't know what to tell you. Because tell me why this was foul and this was not. Egyptian goal was cancelled, but when it comes to Argentina, it was a perfect goal. And even if you try to protest, you get a yellow card, and all the yellow cards in the world was reserved for the Egyptian team, including the head coach. Straight up robbery. FIFA, I hate you. I'm not Egyptian, but Masro Moldunya.
We have just witnessed big nation bias. We have witnessed Egypt get absolutely robbed. Daylight robbery, Dick Turpin style. Robbery, daylight robbery. Egypt were the better team for 90% of that game. Argentina were knocking on the door and no one was answering. They were void of ideas. Messi was locked down. Rodrigo de Paul, the bodyguard, locked down. Enzo Fernandez, locked down. They didn't know what to do. Egypt's game plan was perfect. They got the early goal, they sat in and they was playing on the counter-attack. They had a perfectly good goal to go 2-0 up, disallowed. A foul on Lisandro Martinez, which was on the other side of the pitch, in the corner of the opposing side of the pitch. How long do you leave the phase of play where you're like, right, okay, yeah, you cut that off to allow the goal? No, it's not fair, not fair. And if you're disallowing that goal, you've got to disallow Argentina's winner as well, Enzo Fernandez. Because that foul was on the other end of the pitch as well. Complete carbon copy. But home cooking. Argentina got the decision and they've gone through. But I tell you what, if I was an Egypt fan, I'd feel hard done by, because I thought Egypt were completely robbed.
Today we are talking about the one of the biggest football stories right now. The match is between Argentina and Egypt. After the game, social media was full of debate. Many people said Egypt was robbed. Some people said the referee has helped Argentina. Others said the referee only made difficult decisions. So today I want to look this match in the fair and neutral way. I am not here to attack Argentina. I am not here attack to Egypt. I only want to talk about what many football fans are discussing. Let's begin. First, I think Egypt play a very good game. I took well played. They defense very well. They stay calm. They worked hard from the first minute. Argentina had many great players on the field, but Egypt made life difficult of them. Messi had less space than unusual. Argentina tried many attacks, but Egypt stayed strong. For a long time, I looked like Egypt has in control. That is why many fans are surprised. They come a biggest comment moment. Egypt scores another goal, the players celebrate and the fans celebrate, but after a VR review, the goal was cancelled. This chance the whole game. Some people this change the whole game. Some people believe the referee made the correct decision. Others believe it was never a foul. Many football experts also had different opinion. That shows how close the decisions close. After that, people started asking many questions. Why was the checked? Why was the not checked? Why did VAR become involved in one moment but not another? These are fair questions. Fans always want to the same rules for every team. If one changes to review, then similar chances should also be reviewed. This is what many people are asking. Later in the match, there was another important moment. Some fans believed an Egypt player has pulled before the Argentina scored. They think that action should also have given reviewed. Other fans said it is not enough to foul. Again, players disagree, and that is why this match becomes so controversial. Not let's talk about the sometimes bigger. Many people say the big football countries receive better treatment. This is not a new decision. People have said this for many years. Sometimes they talk about Argentina, sometimes Brazil, sometimes France, sometimes England, sometimes other big teams. Many fans believe famous teams receive small agent advances. Other players people completely disagree. They believe referees simply make human mistakes. The truth is, football is a very fast game. This referee has only a few seconds to decide. Even with VAR, not every decision is easy. Sometimes one camera angle look like a foul, other angle look like completely different. That is why football creates so many debates. Now let me give my opinion. I think Egypt has every right to foul disappoint. When a goal is cancelled is so much an important match. Emotions become very high. The team should feel a shame, but at the same time I also believe should be careful before saying the match was fixed. That is a very serious claim. Without strong proof, nobody can why that is sure. It is okay to question decision. It is okay to decision with VR, but it is not okay to make serious accusation with the clear advision. For me, a biggest problem is consistency. Football is fan to do not accept perfect referees. They know mistakes happen. What fans really want to fearless. If you if one team gets a decision, then every other team should be judged by the same standard. The rule should not change because one team is bigger. The rule should not change because one player is famous. Football should be equal for everyone. That is most important things. I also think the Egypt deserve respect. They play with courage and they showed good teamwork. They followed their game plan. Even after difficult moments, they keep fighting. That deserve pressures. Argentina also deserve credit. They never stop trying. They believe until the final whistle. That is one of the reason why one of the best team in the world. So I think both team can be true. Egypt play very well. Argentina also showed strong creator, but the referee decision will probably be recommended more than the football, and that is a little sad. Becomes football should be remembered for great goals, great saves, and great teamwork, not only for VAR. So hope FIFA continue to improve VAR. Fan want to more clear decisions. Player want to fair decisions. Coach wants to fair decision. Everyone want to fair decision in football to be fair. Maybe in the future referees to explain their VAR decision more clearly. That should be helps understand why decision was made. It may not stop every argument, but if could the reduce confessions. At the end of the day, football is a game. People will always support their favorite team. People will always have different opinion, and that is okay. We do not all give the agree. We only need to respect each other. So was Egypt robbed? Some people say yes, some people say no. My opinion is simple. I think there are some very difficult decisions. I understand why these fans are upset. I understand why Argentina fans support the referee. Without clear proof, I cannot say the match was fixed, but I do believe football must always be fair. The some rules will any of them the team. That is why every fans want. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Still your next opinion in the comment. Do you think the referees made the right decision, or do you think Egypt deserve better? Thank you so much for watching. See you this in the next video.